What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all very much. Happy hump day. Hope everybody's doing well. If you'd like to book a reading with me, there's an email in the description below. Please reach out to that and we'll get you booked. Also, I'm doing a promotion. If you have had a reading with me, if you write me an honest review and send it to my Instagram direct messages or email it to the email below, then you get $100 off your next reading whenever you want it. So drops the price to $200. So if you've had a reading and you want to leave me a review, I'm sure you've seen me post that, but I'm trying to get some of my reviews stacked up. I've done a lot of readings and you know, I never set up a review page, and like that was something this Mercury retrograde brought up for me. It was like, why did I never do that? So I'm trying to retrace some steps and get some of those for the future. So anyways, that's part of today though, right? At 2:15 Pacific, we are going to see Mercury station direct in Leo at 21 degrees. It's still in a sextile. I'm sorry, it's not in a sextile with Chiron. It is in a sextile with Mars and Jupiter though. It's like right at the midpoint of Mars and Jupiter. So it's at a sweet spot there where like these two Gemini energies of Mars and Jupiter being ruled by this Mercury are in a nice little, okay, time to put action and thought into the things that our heart has had a chance to reevaluate and re-understand about what's purifying. It's Virgo season still. Mercury disposits the sun, it disposits Venus. It's Venus's final day in Virgo, fall position for that Venus. So Venus is excited as ever to move tomorrow into Libra, join the south node that it disposits. So we're on the cusp this Wednesday where it is a Mercury day and it is like right in the midpoint of the week, and we're kind of at this very interesting juxtaposition of change. We're closing out summer, Virgo season, you know, so there's just a lot of this energy of mutability, shifting in to trying to do something a little bit different, but probably something that's just going to bring some balance and harmonious feelings into our life. And I think it takes the action, it takes the courage to do that. It takes the thought processing, it takes, you know, positive sort of analytical judgment about what you've understood over the last 3 weeks for this Mercury retrograde. And even a little bit before that, and so many things have happened about this Venus going through Virgo and realizing, you know, it's got to put work in to get the things that it wants. If it wants quality and abundance and beautiful things, it's got to kind of get a routine dialed in. It's got to get things together. If it wants relationships, well, it's got to put work into those too. It's opposite Neptune, exact today. 29 degrees of Pisces is that Neptune, 29 degrees of Virgo is Venus, and who knows, like maybe this is where, you know, the fairy tales come true. Maybe this is where it's like all that work, finally you're starting to see dreams start to pay off. Mercury clicks on in good aspect with Mars and Jupiter. It's dispositing so many energies in the chart right now. Like Mercury, it's Mercury day. There's 100 different things it feels like that Mercury's doing right now. So to get it back online, I think is a really big helping hand and something that's going to help us understand, process, and move forward. And, you know, maybe stop feeling like we're on the back burner, on the back pedal, taking steps back, but actually putting one step in front of the other because of a more positive understanding of what we really want and what we really want to express and how we express ourselves and get the life that we want in return. Instead of like playing small ball, it's like, no, effort's good. You got to put effort in for the things you want. You better have positive thought around the things you want. You can't like negative self-talk yourself into abundance right now. And that might feel like where Venus opposite Neptune, it might feel good or numbing to, you know, play some martyrdom, play some, you know, it's just a dream. It's only just a dream if you don't go after it. So there is something about chasing things a little bit right now, going after it, and not feeling so far from your dreams, but feeling connected to them. Because I think we're about to see so many different changes coming forward that if you need to make a change to position yourself better in this crazy game of life, please do it. You know, I'm trying to do it. Pluto's about to come back into Capricorn in just 4 days, September 1st. It's crazy. Sunday evening, Pluto will be back in Capricorn for 2 months. And it's such a weird timing with elections. Just watch politics, like people are going to get right back into their game like they were in 2020 of just politics this, politics that. It's going to flood media streams. social, internet, TV, whatever. It's just going to be a bunch of nonsense. There's revolutions building for the future that we can't even fully understand yet. And these outer planet ingresses are going to prove that when all is said and done. And we're talking about 20 years in Aquarius for Pluto. We're talking about 12 years in Aries for Neptune, and we're talking 8 years in Gemini for Uranus. So none of this stuff I'm saying is like applying to this year, like everything just changing instantly. Very well could, but we're looking back towards the future here. We're back in Capricorn, dialing in the structure of our plans and remembering that we got to stay dedicated. So it's important to remember that stuff. And Mercury, Mercury direct, Venus here, it's important. The moon's going to finish up in Gemini, square Venus in the morning, and also square Neptune. So there's a giant T-square with Venus and the moon and Neptune that we get to experience right off the, boom. And then the moon comes into Cancer, where it's also very sensitive and feeling oriented and trying to, feel comfort in life. A lot of emotions come up. It's hypersensitive with a square to Neptune, and Venus is over there like stressed out. How am I ever going to feel comfortable? How am I ever going to feel good if I have all these worries, all these doubts, all these things that are, my dreams are way over there and I'm way over here, and it doesn't even feel like they're anywhere close to where they need to be. And they are, but you have to be able to be emotionally grounded and strong and be able to really visualize, but then put action into. And that's the big thing. And not only do we get, of course, that square, which is a big kind of kick in the morning and all this other stuff going on, but it is also, with a sun at 5 degrees Virgo and a moon at 5 degrees Cancer, we get a nice sextile there too. So there's a lot, I think, to say about today, where all of a sudden this Wednesday is kind of like, whoa, there are some big changes taking place. There's some new beginnings. There's a shift. It's a mindset shift. It's an emotional shift. It's getting more into an alignment with the abundance we want to create, with the beauty we want to create, and realizing that none of that stuff's going to create itself. If you can't identify with the things that you really want, how's the universe going to give it to you? It's a North Node Aries. And I know it's going to feel good. There is going to be this feeling with Venus coming into Libra with the South Node. It's going to feel so intoxicating and good. And I think that's great for a lot of people. And I think that's great for all of us in many ways. But it's also something that we have to remember. If we don't identify things for ourselves and who we are and act and, take impulse, take a little risk too, it's not going to be as balanced and aligned as we think. And we're always going to be tilting the scales. And it's going to be like a big illusion. So just when you think there's justice, just when you think there's balance, just remember, it's all just kind of a trick to help you identify what's really out of alignment. And it has nothing to do with anything else. It has nothing to do with the president. It has nothing to do with who's going to be the president. It's just you. So I love you guys. I hope you feel grounded. I hope you can feel secure in yourself today. I hope you can not feel like you're too far from your dreams. You cannot feel like it's too much work, because your future, your day-to-day, your happiness, your love, it deserves work and effort. It deserves you to want that. And you don't want to miss out. And today's a good day to remember, like, you can definitely have things. You can definitely manifest and be a creator. Just don't get so intoxicated with some feeling or some substance that you miss your chance to like grab reality by the horns and do the thing physically that'll actually make the bigger shift and actually make the biggest change. So I do think it's an important Wednesday. Lots happening, and wishing you all the best on it. It's Virgo season, baby. Let's purify. Let's go. Let's go. Let's purify our realities, do something cool, start making changes, clean things up. We can want to get a little sloppy with Venus opposite Neptune and the moon square it in Cancer. Actually, square it from Gemini. So, I mean, we can want to get real sloppy, and that's just going to bring on anxiety. And we need to calm the nervous system down, feel safe, feel grounded, and feel like ready to go. And that's the message, because it's literally starting to shift into much more of a go time as Mercury stations direct today at 2:15 Pacific, 5:15 Eastern. It's been a long time since I've gotten out in nature and filmed a horoscope. So I don't know, I felt inspired today to do that. I don't even remember the last time. Could have been the summer of 2023. Probably a few times that my internet was out when Lauren and I moved into that place when we just moved back from Dana Point up to Grass Valley, Nevada City actually. So it's easy at the computer, everything's just set up. I just hit a couple lights, hit the button, turn it on, oh, record. It's almost too easy. So this kind of forced me to change and do something that, I don't know, I always thought it was cool to just get out here and instead of showing a chart and drawing all over something, just channel something. Just give you my honest opinion. Not that I don't do that before, but I'm not looking at anything. I have cards in my hand, you know? So it's just kind of, it's a different experience. And I don't know why I'm still talking about it, but hope you enjoy it. All right, what's the card for today? The Magician. That is Mercury's card, you know, ironically enough. So to be that magician, to understand we have all the tools, to understand that our tools are here to work for us, and we can start putting a lot of things together, and I think we can really find our magic, our alchemy, and to not be disconnected from our identities of what we actually want, and to be okay with having an ego. Right? To be okay with, like, you know, I want that in life. Like, I want that. It's okay to want things, right? It's okay to create things. That's why we're here. So it's important to remember your tools today to alchemize reality. If there's a bunch of lead, clean that shit up, turn it into gold. You know what I'm saying? You're the magician. And I hope none of you forget that. All right? I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.